Hello. Gonna wait for a couple people to get on just so that I can make sure y'all can hear me. I got a new phone, so I just want to make sure I'm doing everything right. Just wanted to jump on real quick. Majority of the time when I get on, I don't be knowing what to say. That sometimes I have things to say, but for the most part, I just be wanting God to use me to help other people in their healing journey as I'm on my healing journey. So I'm gonna wait a couple minutes. I'm actually gonna do a watch party to my group while I'm doing this. Okay. See, there's a couple people on. If y'all can just let me know that y'all can hear me, just give me a confirmation, a heart, a thumbs up, a comment, or something, just saying that you can hear me before I go into whatever I'm gonna say. I'm gonna speak from my heart. I do feel like I normally when I get on, I will say a prayer beforehand. But I just want to make sure that y'all can hear me. I did say a prayer before I got on, just to ask God to use me in whatever way that He sees fit, to be able to help other people, because I know what it's like to be in that dark place. Although I don't claim depression over my life anymore, I have been there. I have been in a very dark place, so I understand. I get it. And I feel like God has given me that experience in order to help other people. So I just want to help and let people know that it's possible to get out of it. But yeah, if y'all can just let me know y'all hear me. Just let me know so I could actually know what I'm doing now. Okay. All right, I could hear it. I hear it on my other phone, so I'm gonna go ahead and get started. Like I said, before I normally get on, I just say a quick prayer, but I just want to say another prayer for anyone who may be watching. That I pray that this helps you in any kind of way, whether it be mental, spiritually, in any way possible within your healing journey with wherever you are. If you are depressed, if you are struggling with anxiety, if you are struggling with a domestic violence situation, if you are going through any traumatic life experiences, for me just to be here to encourage you and let you know that no matter what the storm may look like, that it doesn't last forever. I just want to give a little backstory about myself. I had been dealing with depression pretty much all my life. I have been struggling for a very long time, but I wasn't actually officially diagnosed until I was pregnant with my son, who is now 9 years old. So I had depression from a very young age, but me just never really, knowing, coming from the Black community, we are told to just be quiet, trust God, and pray about it. You'll be all right. That was, something that was always told to me. Just pray about it. Although prayer works, I fully believe in prayer. I fully believe that God can bring you out of any situation. Although, while we are telling someone to pray about it, we're not being compassionate or having that that support that is really needed. So I wanted to, be able to offer that support because it wasn't given to me. So over the last maybe 3 years, like I said, I was diagnosed with depression when I was pregnant with my son. He's 9 years old, so I've been struggling with it for a long time. It wasn't until maybe like 3 years ago. I think it was 2017. Yep, 2017. That I came to a place where I was like, okay, I'm really struggling. Like, I need to figure this out. And I just started, like, trying to figure things out between me trying to search for videos, reading books. What is depression? What is going on? What is going on with me? So basically, I call it my self-love journey. So I started my self-love journey about 3 years ago. And since then, it has been a roller coaster. Like, when I say, people think that healing is like burning sage and it's just like, it's so peaceful and you're going to feel so good and you're just going to be running through the fields of sunflowers and you're going to just be feeling so good and it's just going to smell like roses and it's just going to, you're just going to wake up one day and you're going to say everything is fine. No. Healing is dealing with your shit. Whatever you got going on, all of those experiences you had growing up, healing is unlearning all the habits, all the behaviors. Healing is confronting your insecurities. Healing is confronting yourself, dealing with whatever you are scared of, dealing with whatever makes you uncomfortable, dealing with whatever your weakness is. Healing is digging deep within yourself and finding out and figuring out what it is that you need to do to be happy, to be at peace, because so often we, people in general, men, women, we are searching for love. And sometimes we don't even understand it. We don't realize it. We don't know it. But we are searching for love and we are searching to feel that healing and that peace within other people or from other people. So we go through life searching for relationships, searching for friends, searching for jobs or even businesses. We are looking for things outside of us to fix us, to heal us. And some people don't realize they're doing it because you just trying to find comfort. You're trying to find a fix. Some people do with alcohol. With me, it used to be alcohol. I used to drink very, very bad until I blacked out. And it got to the point where I knew I was throwing my life away, and I dealt with that. I dealt with dealing with men and relationships. Like, it got to the point for me that I was looking for love so much and so hard and so desperately that I started talking to women. I started dealing with women, and deep down inside, I really didn't want to be with women. I was looking for the love. I was looking for a mother. I was looking for that vulnerable piece inside of me that needed to be filled. I was looking for comfort. I was looking for peace. I was looking for healing. I was looking for these things, but I didn't know that that's what I was looking for at the time. I was just searching for something that would make me feel good. I was trying to fix insecurities. I was trying to fix myself through other people, and honestly, it's very common, and that's why hurt people. If someone is already hurting, like, it's kind of it's almost impossible for them to not hurt the next person that they are coming in contact with or they are dealing with. And I don't know if you guys watched my video that I put up last night. I was up at like 2 a.m. and it was just something that was like really heavy on me, and I was like, okay, God, do I need to like go to sleep? What's going on? And I couldn't go to sleep, like, for nothing. I couldn't. It just wasn't happening. So I was like, okay. And I do videos to myself all the time. I spoke about this before, when I was doing my prayer and affirmation call with Christina and Tabitha and Lakia. We was doing the prayer and affirmation call together, just speaking on ways to feel better about yourself, speaking life into yourself. So on the prayer and affirmation call, I spoke about doing a video to yourself, basically talking to yourself, as in like a third person. So I'll do videos and I'll say, you know, whatever I need to say to myself. Sierra, you know, I'm proud of you. Sierra, you're beautiful. You're bold. You're strong. You're powerful. You're a champion. I would speak my affirmations to myself, but I would say it in the video form. But also, I do it when I'm having any type of things that I need to say. So outside of prayer, I speak to myself as well. So while you know, I'll speak to God, but then I also speak to myself directly, but in like a third person, as if like I'm not me. So I'll say like, Sierra, like, what's going on? We need to talk about this. Like, you're struggling right now. So what is it that you're struggling with? And I will break it down because I know that I know that I help other people. I know the words to say. I know the right words, the right things to do. But it's just about, me having to like retrain my thoughts and retrain my brain to say like, Sierra, these thoughts and these things, that this negative self-talk, it don't belong to you. So you have to kind of like talk yourself out of that. You have to talk over those thoughts. Like, you have to speak out loud, not just going back and forth in your mind saying like 1 minute, oh, I'm good, then the next minute is like, oh, I'm not good. And that's what happened, because if you have been me and I've been dealing with negative self-talk for so long, it's not easy to just wake up one day and be like, oh, I ain't gonna be negative no more, and I'm not gonna talk down. And sometimes we don't even realize we're doing it. It can be as simple as, you know, going for a job interview and telling yourself, oh, I hope I get it because I never get any other job. That's not what to say. You gotta claim it. You gotta be like, that job is mine. As soon as this pen hit this paper, it's mine. I already know it's mine. You claim it. You know what I mean? But you can't just say, oh, I hope I get it. Oh, I hope they accept me. Oh, I hope they call me back. No, it's not a hope. They're going to call me back. I'm going to get this job. And the way that I deal with, if whatever I spoke didn't come to fruition, if it didn't come true, if it didn't come to reality, then what I would say is, you know what? It was just a redirection. It wasn't rejection. It was just redirecting me to something better, because God normally would just say, it's never really a no, it's a not right now, or this isn't for me, or I got something better for you. So if it's something that you feel maybe that you're struggling with, that you're asking God for, He probably got something better for you. No, matter of fact, not probably, He has something better for you. Or whatever you asking for, it may be too small. Stop asking God for little small stuff, because God is great. God is big. God is huge. He is bigger than your wildest imagination. So when you ask for little small stuff, it's like, that's it. Come on, give me more to work with, you know. But it is in those darkest and lowest times that He wants you to come to Him. He wants you to come to Him weak, because then He got something to work with. You know what I mean? So, and that's when I remember being at my lowest places and being able to say, God, I need you. And that's when you can surrender. That's when you can give it to Him. That's when you can say, God, I don't know what to do. You take this from me. You fight this battle. You do this for me. And you don't just give it to Him. Don't worry about it. You know, so I kind of went off rambling a little bit, but just the gist of, you know, you got to be careful of how you speak to yourself. Be careful of how you, the thoughts, you have to overpower those negative thoughts, that negative self-talk, with positive mirror talk, speaking out loud your affirmations, speaking life into yourself, because it's like it says in the Bible, the power, I believe it's like your life lies in the power of your own tongue. I believe life or death lies in the power of your tongue. I'm not like really like I'm into the Bible, but I don't know it by heart, so I'm not gonna like make it look like I know about heart, because I don't. But life or death lies in the power of your own tongue. So if what you speak is important, your thoughts are important. So you have to retrain your thoughts by speaking over. And you don't have to believe the positive things you're saying. Like, you could look in the mirror and feel like you're the ugliest person in the world. And I know that's one thing that a lot of women struggle with, insecurity, especially like after you've had kids, if you gain weight. Like, I've dealt with a lot of people, or a lot of women who had gained weight, and they don't feel pretty, they don't feel beautiful, they don't feel like worthy of love, or they don't feel attractive, or whatever the case may be. But you have to still say, I'm beautiful, I love my body, and you don't have to feel it, you don't have to really feel that way. But if you keep saying it and speaking it, eventually it'll overpower those negative thoughts that you're thinking in your head. Because that's what I used to tell myself. Like, oh, I'm fat, I'm overweight, nobody gonna want me, I'm not lovable. But it comes from me, it comes from my childhood, it comes from being teased for being overweight. And that was one of the reasons why I thought weight loss. And honestly, I don't know. I didn't gonna say I thought, because I don't know what God got for me, to be honest. I don't know what he got for me. I'm just open to wherever he flows me to, or wherever I flow to, wherever he's taking me. I'm just open to whatever he's doing. But you know, everybody knows me from selling TLC products. And I thought that that was something that was my purpose, because I had dealt with issues growing up, being teased for my weight and always being overweight for my age. And it was something that really bothered me for a long time. And it was crazy, because once I lost all this weight, it was like, I'm still not happy. What's going on? Like, why am I still not happy? But in the midst of me losing weight, I was able to help other people lose weight and feel better about themselves. But you can't sustain it. You can't hold on to that weight loss if the issue is deeper rooted. If it's something deeper than just your weight that's bothering you, it wasn't my weight that was bothering me. It was, well, that was a issue as well, but the deeper issue was being bullied, feeling unworthy of love. The deeper issue was being talked to all crazy. And those things sat with me for years and years and years. So once I finally lost weight, it was like, I still don't feel pretty. I still don't feel worthy of love. I still don't feel good enough. I still don't feel like I've lost enough weight. I still don't feel like I'm enough. I still don't feel like, why do I still feel empty inside? Why do I still feel incomplete? Why do I still feel like I'm missing something? And after a while of promoting the products, it was like, okay, y'all, like, I gotta be honest. Now, I done lost this weight, but I'm still unhappy. Now what? Why am I unhappy? Because I'm not happy with myself. It was something deeper. No matter how much weight I lost, I still didn't love myself. I didn't accept myself for wherever I was at that time. So no matter how much weight I lost, I was like, I want to lose more weight, or I'm not happy, or I don't like the way this fit, or I don't like the way this look on me, or I don't like the way, like, the craziest stuff, you know. Insecurities would just start screaming out, like, Sierra, you don't like this about yourself, or you don't like that about yourself. And it was like, okay, well, why don't I feel good now that I've lost all this weight? Why don't I feel good? Everybody else sees these changes in me, but I was still that fat person in a smaller body. Why? Because I still had those same thoughts, those same limiting beliefs, those same feelings of being unvaluable, unworthy. I still didn't feel like I was enough. I still didn't feel like I was good enough. So even though I lost the weight, it wasn't until I started to work on myself internally. It wasn't about what was on the outside. It wasn't about what I seen when I looked in the mirror. It was about how I felt on the inside. What was I dealing with on the inside? And that's when I came to realize that I didn't love myself. And I was like, okay, Sierra, what don't you love about yourself on the inside? And that's when I realized that it was things about me that that I had been struggling with, you know. And like I said, one of the things being negative self-talk, me running from my problems, me trying to numb my pain with alcohol, me trying to avoid my problems by going to hang out with friends, and me trying to avoid my problems by sleeping or by going into these dark places or hiding, or, you know, staying in my room and sleeping for weeks. And I was running, and as time has went on, like, I started facing the things that made me uncomfortable, and that's when things started to change. So here I am again at another growing season. Although I'm constantly growing, but I'm in a transitional season of my life, and I feel like it's most I'm most influential when I'm going through these seasons of major change, or waiting for that major breakthrough, or going through hard. Now, I wouldn't say hard times. I wouldn't even say it's hard times, because it's more, for me, it's a transitional place where it's like I'm going from one place in my life to another. And it's more so of like, oh my God, this is uncomfortable, but it's growth though. It's me not being able to do the things that I was doing before, because that's not me no more. I can't identify with that person no more, because that person can't take me to the next level. And like I said, if you all, you know, listen to the video I did last night, I spoke a little bit about this, but I kind of wanted to go into a little bit more detail while I was awake. But you can't take the person that you were with you to where you going when you're going to the next level. And I feel God is elevating me, and he's taking me to the next level. And the part of me is still trying to hold on to who I was, because she's comfortable. She's familiar. She's what I'm used to. She's who I run to when I get uncomfortable, and wherever God is trying to take me, and he's trying to take me to the next level. And I'm like, well, wait a minute, God, are you sure? Are you sure this is what you want me to do? This is definitely like, what's like, are you for real? Or like, this is uncomfortable. Like, this is different. This is bigger. God, this is bigger. Like, you sure you want me to go like up there? Like, I'm used to being over here, and you want me to go over there. And you get to a place where you like, okay, God, I trust you. And trusting God don't mean it ain't scary. Trusting God don't mean it's not gonna scare your life away. So to be honest and transparent, I'm scared. I don't know where God is taking me, but I know that he's saying, Sierra, you gotta let go of that pillow scared me. You gotta let go of I don't even know how that pillow just fell. That's so funny. You gotta let go of who you were in order for me to take you to the next level. And the old me is like, but you just gonna leave me behind? Like, but what about the times we had? What about the memories? What about the comfort? What about those insecurities that you're gonna have to leave behind? What about those experiences that we've had together? And what about the love that we shared? What about the times that we did this and we did that? And it's like, you gotta break up with your old self. Like, you gotta leave that person behind, because that person is the reason why you have those bad habits, why you have those insecurities, why you are making those bad choices and those bad decisions. That person is holding you back from going to the next level because you are used to comfort. I'm used to her. And it's uncomfortable. Very uncomfortable. But I don't get on here to ask for sympathy or, I mean, I'm not like going crazy or anything like that. Like, I'm not in a bad place mentally. Like, I know I'm not there. I just know that God is trying to elevate me. So I'm not speaking from a place of wanting sympathy or apologies or anything like that. I thank you guys for your prayers and support and love and everything, but I don't want you to feel sorry for me. I want to offer my experiences in hopes of you seeing that if you just go through the hard stuff, that on the other side of the hard stuff is what, like, the grass is going to be greener, like the sun is going to shine, the rain will dry up, the storm will be over. I seen something, it was from Maya Angelou, and it was like something along the lines of, a guy did an interview with her, and she said something like, eventually the storm has to run out. The rain has to run out. It can't rain forever. And I found that really relatable, because I was like, yeah, it's true. Pain is only temporary. Like, whatever you're going through right now, it's not going to last forever. So we put ourselves through extra unnecessary stress and drama and heartache and all these extra things because we're so worried about what's going to happen. But what does that do for you? What does the worrying do for you besides make it worse? People die from stress. People literally get sick. I know, it was me. I would stress myself out so bad and make myself so sick to my stomach to where I would cry until I couldn't breathe. That I would eat until I felt like my stomach would bust. Or I would starve myself to where I felt like I was going to die. Like, I would sleep until I felt like I would literally cry until my eyes felt like they were going to bleed. Like, it's been times where I would cry so much to the point where I would have, like, scabs around my nose from blowing my nose so much. And my nose would be so stuffy. And it's okay to cry, I'm not saying that. But why stress yourself out more when the situation or whatever you're going through is only temporary? And also, if it's not temporary, if it's something that you got to deal with forever, God is bigger than anything that you're going through. Any test, any trial, any tribulation, any situation, any hard time, any emotional situation, any traumatic situation, any void that you need to fill, anything that you're struggling with, any financial burden, any bill, any debt, any car problem, any payment that needs to be made, anybody who left you, anything, any person who abandoned you, anybody who did whatever they did to hurt you, anything that you may going through, any disease, any illness, anything that you are going through, God is bigger, and at any moment God can take you out, but how can he show up for you if you don't give it to him? You got to say, God, I don't care what it looks like, but I know what you have for me. And that's where I am. That's exactly where I am. It's like, I don't know where he's taking me. Man, my life is, majority of the time, my life is all over the place. And I done probably had like 10, 20 different businesses. I've sold baskets. I've sold gift baskets. I've sold dinners. I've sold jewelry. I've sold purses. I've sold uh boots, shoes. I've sold like outfits, dresses. I've like when I say I've went through, I was selling stuff from couponing. Like I've been through so many different businesses, photo creations. Like I've done so many different businesses, and it's like I still don't know where God is taking me, but I know that when my time is up with something, that I have to follow His plan. I know that when my time is up with someone, I have to follow His plan. Because if that person or that thing is no longer serving my purpose here on earth, and it's not going to get me to where He wants me to be, where God wants me to go, wherever God is taking me, then I got to let it go. Because if I don't let it go, it's just going to continue to hurt me. It's going to continue to stress me out. So if that situation is not serving you and not bringing you peace, you letting it go is going to hurt you temporarily, but in the long run, it's going to pay off. It's going to feel so much better. You're going to feel so much relief. But if you keep holding on to it, you are literally putting your hand on a hot stove, continuing to burn yourself over and over and over again. If you're dealing with somebody putting their hands on you, somebody abusing you, and that's male or female, because I know they said that it's women, you know, that it's women that beat on men as well. But if you have somebody that's putting their hands on you and abusing you, like, you may be scared to leave right now in fear of whatever may happen or whatever that person might do to retaliate. But in the long run, do you know how much better you will feel if you just be able to say, I made it out of that situation alive? Would you rather that person kill you? Would you rather that person do something so bad to you to the point where you can't even live anymore, or you can't even have your everyday functions? Would you rather that person hurt you to the point where you can't even recognize yourself in the mirror? No, but I've been there too. I've been in a domestic violence situation, a couple of them. And to have your face busted open by someone that you have given your body to, have given your mind to, have given your love to, have given your loyalty to, who you've trusted with your heart, you've trusted with your all, for them to bust your face open. Like, I literally remember just running down the street like hysterical with blood just gushing down my face. Like, I didn't deserve that. But it was so much easier to stay, because it was like, well, what if I don't find somebody else to love me? Or what if I don't find anybody else? What if this is all I deserve? I don't deserve anybody else. Well, this person loves me, so, and when it's good, it's good. Like, we have our happy times, and He really do love me. Like, I know He gotta love me, because if He didn't love me, then He wouldn't put His hands on me. If He didn't love me, that He wouldn't hug me the way that He do. He wouldn't kiss me the way that He do. He wouldn't look at me the way that He do. I know He loved me because He here. If He didn't love me, then He would just leave, right? No. If He loved you, then He wouldn't put His hands on you. If He loved you, then He wouldn't cheat on you. If He loved you, He wouldn't lie to you. He wouldn't treat you so bad. People who hurt people are hurting. So if someone, and I'm not saying this to give them a pass, but if they are hurting, you need to get away from them. Because if they're hurting you, all you're doing is showing them that you feel that you worth. That's all you deserve, and that's what you're worth. If you letting them put their hands on you, then they're going to continue to do it, because you staying is the green light. You staying is saying, it's cool. You can keep hitting me. You can keep beating my ass. You can keep doing whatever you're doing. You can keep cheating. You staying is saying, it's okay. No, you don't deserve that. You deserve a healthy love. You deserve someone who is going to accept you for who you are, outside of, you actually doing the healing on yourself and working on yourself. But you got to unlearn all those things that makes you feel that you're not worth it. You got to look at yourself in the mirror and say that I deserve to be loved. A healthy love. I deserve a healthy love. I deserve someone who is going to be faithful to me. I deserve someone who is going to be honest to me. I deserve someone who's not going to lie, who's not going to cheat, who's not going to, dog me, who's not going to sleep with my sister, who's not going to sleep with my cousin, who's not going to sleep with my best friend, who's not. You don't deserve that. But you have to know. Like, I can tell you something blue in the face. But you have to know that you don't deserve it. You have to know that you deserve better. You have to get to a place where you are unstoppable and get to a place where you like, I know what I deserve and you can't tell me otherwise. You can't tell me something different. So what helps me, and I can tell you all these things, but I wanted to go a little bit further into it. What do I do? How am I getting through these things? How am I healing? How am I implementing these things in my day-to-day life? Because everybody can tell you what to do. Everybody can tell you what they, what they feeling, or, whatever the situation is, but how are they getting through it? So how am I getting through it? How am I dealing with these things? I write them down. I research about healing, and I read books on self-development. I'm listening to videos every day. I'm listening to motivational videos. That's another thing. What are you listening to? What are you feeding to your brain? I don't watch TV, and I'm not saying it to be like funny towards anybody who does, but what are you feeding into yourself that you feel that insecurity? Are you watching those people on Instagram that's living their best life and they out doing A, B, and C, and you wish that you was there? You wish that you can have that dream vacation, or that dream business, or that dream relationship, or that dream marriage, that dream family. Maybe it's not your time yet. But if you don't even love yourself for where you are and grateful for where you are, why would God give you more? You're not going to appreciate it. You're not even going to be grateful for that blessing. And I know it because I was there too. I was asking God for all these things, like, God, I want a big house. God, I want a nice car. God, I want this nice relationship with this guy, and I want this, and I want that, and I want a marriage, and he was giving me things, and I got it, and I still wasn't happy. I wasn't. I didn't appreciate it. I wasn't grateful. So what happened? He took it away. Anything that's taken for granted will eventually be taken away. And now I'm like, okay, so let me be grateful for what I have. Sometimes you have to be humbled to see that I can give you what you asking for. But if you're not right within, it don't matter what God gives you, because you're not right anyway. You're not going to appreciate it. You're not going to see the value in those things, because the value is really inside of you. You are the valuable one, not those material things. Not the money, not the cars, not the clothes, not the house, not the relationship, not the vacation. None of those things hold any value if you don't see value in yourself. You have to see value in yourself first. So, like I said, what I do, I journal, I write. I write down what's bothering me. I talk, I do my self-talk. I pray. I do research on insecurities, what causes insecurities, and I just dig deep inside myself, like, well, if I feel trust issues, where do trust issues come from? Somewhere along the line, somebody hurt me. Somebody made me feel that it was not okay to trust people. Somebody damaged my trust. Somebody made me feel like people are not trustworthy. So one of my affirmations is that there are good people out there. All people don't mean me harm. Everybody is not going to do me dirty, And you have to get to that place. And although But also, everybody's not intentionally trying to hurt you either, you know? And when you get to a place where you have those trust issues, automatically you think, oh, everybody's going to hurt me. I can't trust nobody. When I hear people say, I don't trust nobody or trust no one and this and that, that means you don't even trust yourself. You can't even trust yourself enough to know that you have enough belief and trust in yourself to choose the right people to be in your life. You choose who stay and go. So if you choose who stays and goes, then you're choosing people who you can't trust. It all starts with you. It all starts with you, of where you are. If you can't trust yourself enough to say, I make good decisions of the people who are worthy to be in my life, if you can't say that I deserve good people, you don't think that you deserve good people, you're going to only accept people into your life who you can't trust, or who's going to lie to you, or who's going to do you dirty. And maybe sometimes they just don't know your worth. And maybe you didn't, you know. Maybe it was you, but you know, you feel it. Your intuition is telling you. But we push that to the back. We push that gut feeling to the side, to the back, to the whatever. Because we like, well, they got this good, and that person is nice sometimes, and you know, no. If it don't sit right in your spirit 100% and bring you peace, let it go. If that person is not making you better, if that situation is not making you better, it's not for you. So when people say follow your heart, I used to be like, no, I'm not following my heart. My heart is what got me messed up. My heart is what got me hurt. No. Me ignoring my true feelings and my true heart, my true intuition got me hurt. My heart was saying, this don't feel good. You should go the other way. But my brain was like, well, maybe you can't find something better. Or maybe you should just give it a try and see. No. If you go to work every day and you feel miserable, it ain't for you. So you got to start paying. Oh, that's another thing. What I do, I pay attention to the way that I feel when I'm doing stuff. When you start to learn yourself, and you got to be honest with yourself. You got to be very transparent with yourself and say, whatever your flaws are, whatever your weaknesses, whatever you are struggling with, whatever causes you pain, you got to get to the root of the issue and say, okay, I'm messed up, but I can change it. I am messed up, so I can change it. If it's me that we're talking about here, then it's me that has to do something about it. It's me that can change it. It's me that can make a shift. It's me that has to do the work. No one is coming to save you. Nobody is coming to deal with your issues for you. Nobody is going to come and sort through all of that baggage, all that damage, all that pain, all those insecurities, all those weaknesses. Nobody is coming to sort through those things for you. So until you face all that hard stuff, you're going to keep repeating the same cycle over and over and over and over again. If you have relationship issues, you're going to keep attracting the same person in a different body. Same personality, same spirit, same issues, same situation. You're going to keep attracting the same thing over and over and over, because it's something that these people see in you that they feel they can do what they're doing to you. So maybe you don't see it, but it's something that they see in you that they like, oh, I can get away with A, B, and C, so let me slide on over here. But if you deal with your issues and you fix whatever is in you, you're going to be like, they're going to slide to you. You're going to be like, I deserve better than that. You're not about to come over here with that crap. So go ahead and slide back over there. And that's what you have to believe, and you have to know that you deserve better. But you also have to set those standards for yourself and place those boundaries so that when people try, they're going to try you. When they try to give you less than what you really deserve, you got to be like, nah. Because now where I am, I would rather be by myself forever than to deal with something that is lower than what I want, what I know I deserve. Not I feel I deserve. I know I deserve, because God told me that I deserve the best. He told me that I deserve unconditional love. If I can see it and I can feel it and I can believe it in my body, in my mind, in my soul, in my heart, if I can see it, it's a vision for me that I deserve unconditional love and a healthy love and a happy love and a joyous love and a prosperous love, and I deserve these things. Why would I settle for less? Why would I accept less? And the reason why I was unhappy in those other relationships where I was being abused, where I was being cheated on, where I was being lied to, because I was allowing it, because I felt that's what I deserved. I didn't see the value of myself, so I accepted whatever. Moving along, if you don't feel that you deserve that successful business, what's going to happen? You're going to keep messing up your business. You're going to keep like I said, I'm being transparent. Things will be going good in my business, and what I do, I self-sabotage. I started believing that I didn't deserve to be successful. I started believing that, oh, nobody going to buy nothing, or nobody really gonna support me, or nobody, that's negative self-talk, self-sabotage. So now I'm at a place where I'm like, I deserve to be successful. I deserve to, be prosperous. I deserve to have a flowing business. I deserve to have a prosperous business. I deserve to live in abundance. I deserve to have influential business. I deserve to be able to leave an impact on other people. But also I was like, well, if I deserve these things, then that means I got to put in the work. Same thing with relationships. You got to put in the work. You got to work on yourself. And same thing in business. You got to put in the work. You got to work on yourself. Whatever is showing up in your life is a direct reflection of the work that you're putting in within yourself. So God keeps telling me, your success is based on your healing, your level of healing. And I'm like, oh, God, I don't want to do the work. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. No, I don't want to do it. It's hard. But you know what is also hard? Struggling, poverty, being broke, being heartbroken, being beat on, being lied to, being cheated on. That's hard. So it's like, okay, you got a choice. That friend that stabbed you in the back, why you think you attract those friends that keep doing you dirty? Why women, I'm speaking from a woman's perspective because I'm a woman. Why you think you keep attracting those friends that, oh, I don't trust women, or I don't like females as friends, or I don't really deal with people, or I don't need nobody? Why you think you keep attracting those type of people? Or why do you think you keep accepting those type of people? Same thing with my life. I was accepting any half-ass friendships, any half-ass people who came into my life. I was accepting it because that's what I felt I deserved. I wasn't getting the same energy back. I wasn't getting the same support back. I wasn't getting the same love back. I wasn't getting the same attention back, the same communication, the same effort. I wasn't getting the same back from the friends that I had. Why? Because I didn't require of them. I just wanted people in my life. I just wanted somebody to call my bestie, my friend, my sis. So what I did, I accepted less. I settled. I just wanted people around. Just come fill these voids. Come help me feel better about myself. Because if I got people around, then that means I don't got to deal with my own shit. If I'm running, if I'm partying with my friends and I'm getting drunk and I'm avoiding all my shit, I don't got to deal with it. Then God took everybody away. He stripped me from my business, all my friends. He stripped me from my house, my car. He stripped me from all my money. He stripped me from the people I love. He stripped me from the person I loved. He stripped me of everything. And I was like, whoo. Now I'm all alone. Now what I'm going to do? And I even tried to like form friendships and relationships and situations, trying to do different things. And he was like, no, pop you in the hand. How your parents do, your mom, your whatever, dad. Pop you in the hand. Nope. This is a season for you to be alone. This is a season for you to deal with your shit. You can't run no more. And this is just, over the last few years that it's just been up and down, up and down, up and down. But this latest season, I'm learning that even with the friendships that I have in my life, I'm learning to cherish them more. That's another thing. And I was looking for more friends. So I'll put stuff like on social media. And not that I don't, want more friends. That's cool. But I wasn't even investing in the friendships that I already had. The women that I had in my life already, the friends that I already had, I wasn't even investing in them. I wasn't even grateful for them. I wasn't even appreciating them. And I mean, although, everybody that I've ever encountered or called my friend wasn't like my friend, but even the friends that I had and who had actually been there all along, I was neglecting them. I was constantly searching for something else, that I couldn't even appreciate what I had already in my life. So what I did was reach out to them and apologize. I'm sorry for not being the friend that you deserve. I'm sorry for not showing up how I expected you to show up for me. And I communicated. Those conversations are hard. Communication is hard. Period. Like, conflict resolution, is hard. Resolving your issues is hard. But necessary. Very, very necessary. And it's very beneficial. Since I have reached out to them and I have been transparent with them, and I just said, if I'm expecting you to show up in this friendship, then I'm going to show up for you. So, that's what I did. I started showing up for them. I started being there for them. I started checking on them. Started trying to, I started doing what I felt I wanted from them. You can't expect other people to give you something that you're not giving. And if you're giving, then you're giving it to the wrong person. If it's not given back, then you're giving it to the wrong person, because people who are meant for you will give you what you're giving. If you're giving, you're being drained. That's not equal. It should always be equal. It should always be an equal exchange. It should always be an equal exchange of energy, effort, whatever. If you're not feeling the equalness, you need to say, yo, what's going on? Like, I'm not feeling this. And go from there. You dictate who stays and who goes. And I was cutting everybody off. It's not funny, but it's my truth. I would be blocking people who I was like friends with, and I just would ghost them. Men who I be talking to, I just blocked them. because I didn't want to deal with it. I didn't want to have those hard conversations. I didn't want to communicate. So what I do? I run. I was a runner. I was a runner. Like, now, I'm like, oh, Lord, gotta have this conversation. It don't make it any easier dealing with it, but you choose to deal with it. You choose to show up for people. You choose. It's your choice. You choose to stay or go. You choose to deal with whatever you're dealing with. So if it's something that you don't agree with, you're choosing to deal with it. You're choosing to allow it. You're choosing to have it in your life. You're choosing it. It's your choice. Your life, your choice. The way I've been looking at my life as I am the author, I am the writer, I am the illustrator, I am the actor, I am the leading role, I am the all-around person. My life is my movie. And at any time, I can cut characters, I can bring new characters in, I can demote, promote, I can do whatever I want because it's my story. You don't owe nobody an explanation, but those relationships and people that you value, sometimes you just say, I'm sorry, I haven't been there for you. Sometimes it is you. Sometimes it ain't them. But you got to be honest with yourself. I didn't even feel like I deserved good people because that's why I have been getting hurt all my life. So it was like, you good? I have been getting hurt all my life. So it was like, oh, I guess this is what people do. No. I finally got to a place where I was like, well, if I got a good heart and I'm genuine, that I'm not a liar, that I'm not a cheater, that I'm not a bad person, I can't be the only one in the whole wide world that has a good heart. So I was like, it's people out there. You gotta let them in. Let people love you. And if they not gonna love you, or they not loving you, then let them go. We make life so hard. We complicate so many different things. It's supposed to flow. It's supposed to feel natural. For me, it's supposed to, that's how I feel. You should be at peace. Life is beautiful. Life is so amazing, but we complicate it by making it hard. We make things so hard. We do it to ourselves most of the time. If you hurting, you struggling, whatever you going through, deal with it. It's your life. Nobody else is going to do it for you. You got to put your superwoman cape on, your superman cape on, your super baby cape on, whatever cape, whatever shield, whatever vest, whatever armor, your sword, your helmet. You got to suit up and fight through those battles. Fight through those demons. Fight through those insecurities. Fight through it. And I'm telling you this only because I'm living it right now. You think I don't struggle? Like, everybody struggles with different things. Everybody's fighting different battles. I get it. I understand. Like, it's normal though. I think what clicked for me was getting to a place where I had to understand that life is gonna be a roller coaster. There's no way around it. You're gonna have hard times. You're gonna have ups. You're gonna have downs. You're gonna have bad days. But I don't know why something in me was like, I'm supposed to be happy all the time, and when I'm not happy, then something is not right. And I was placing myself. I was putting myself in a depression because I was like, oh my God, I'm going through a hard time. Like, oh my God, my life is over. No, it's life. But you have the choice of how long you're going to stay in that pile of shit. Life is shitty. Life is shitty. But what are you going to do about it? How are you going to clean that shit up? How are you going to handle that shit? Like, And I'm laughing, but it's serious. I ain't gonna say it's serious because we take things too serious. But how are we gonna deal with it? Are you gonna sit around and cry and mope and be depressed and beat yourself up and be sad and hate the world and hate yourself and try to kill yourself and and not, speaking down on anybody who has issues with suicide? I've been there too. I've tried to kill myself countless times. And what happened? God said, baby girl, I got a plan for you. You can't mess up this plan I got for you. And that was years and years and years ago, and I'm still here. And I'm still here, and you're still here. So if you're still here, then that means you have a purpose. That means you're supposed to be here. What your purpose is up to you to figure out. And sometimes it's really something that you just stumble upon. I didn't think I was about to be speaking to people, but God keeps telling me to speak, to open my mouth and talk. And I'm like, God, what do you want me to talk about? And I just say whatever's from my heart, whatever I'm going through. Like, that's what I do. And somehow, some way, it helps people. Sometimes I still don't understand it. I just be talking about my issues, my problems, my experiences. And God said, just talk. And I be like, God, what you want me to say? Every time I hear this voice in my head, go live, Sierra, go live. When God talks to you, sometimes it's so small and so subtle that you don't even realize that you don't understand. Because when God says stuff, you know it. You know it's from God, but you be like, nah, I don't feel like it. I be trying to put it to the side. God, I don't want to go live. My hair not done. Or I don't feel good. I just got through crying, God. Why you want me to go live? My eyes all puffy. Like, God, I don't got no lashes on. You want me to go live like this? My hair look nappy. You know what I'm saying? And I talk myself out of it. But God be like, just talk. Just speak. I'm like, okay. So every time I get on here, I be like, I don't know what I'm going to say. And then here I am. How long I've been on here? Oh, it don't tell me how long I've been on. I've been on for over an hour. And every time I get on, I be like, oh, I'm just going to get on real quick. And here I done sat here for a whole hour. And that's what I like to do. I like to talk, I guess. I don't know. It's like majority of the time I don't even know what to say, but I always ask God to use me. So even when he's trying to use you, it may not be in the way that you see fit. Maybe you thought he was going to use you by being a basketball player, by being a lawyer, by being a doctor, by being a nurse, by being a teacher. Maybe you thought that's what you wanted to do. And then God come along and say, I want you to be a janitor. And you be like, oh, God, a janitor? Dang, hold on. And then while you being a janitor, you meet someone who is going to change your life. And that's what it's about. You being in alignment with God and letting him know that, God, whatever you have for me, I want it. Whatever you have for me is for me. And can't nobody mess that up. Not even you. We try to mess up our own purpose and stuff, but you can't even mess it up. You can prolong it. You could, put it off. And that's what I be doing. I be putting it off. I be like, God, maybe I should do this. Instead, like, you sure you don't want me to go over here and do this and then do that? And then maybe I should do it this way. But no, it ain't your plan. It's God's plan. So you can tell him your plans if you want. But it's not about you. He put us here for a reason, for us to do something to help the world. And I always knew I wanted to help people with something. I didn't know how, why, where, what. I didn't know. I don't know the details. I don't. But God does. And I trust God. I trust myself enough to trust God. I trust God enough to trust myself. And that's just pretty much it. I mean, I can go on forever and forever and never talk and talk and talk. But I just wanted to offer, because God told me that He wants me to help people. So I wanted to offer words of encouragement for other people who may be trapped in a transitional phase, or going through a transitional phase in their life where they're trying to let go of old habits, old thought processes, old relationships, old friendships, anything that's not serving you. If you're trying to let it go, I wanted to get on to offer words of encouragement and let you know that you're prolonging your blessing by holding on to what's not serving you. That thing that you scared to let go of is holding you up. It's holding you up, bruh. It's holding you up, sis. It's holding you up from your blessing. You can't get your blessing until you let it go. Whatever it is. Until you step into that next dimension and let go. And for me, it's me letting go of my old self. And I feel God telling me that, Sierra, I can't take you to the next level if you're still holding on to the old you. Because those old things that you was doing, that old person that you was, those habits, those experiences, those things, while it was lessons, you can't hold on to the pain. You got to learn from it and let it go. Pain should be passing. Teach you the lesson. Ooh, got it. I got, and some lessons is hard. Pain is hard. Some lessons take a little bit longer for us to learn, but you determine how long you're going to stay in it. But that's, pain is supposed to come. Ooh, this feels uncomfortable. Let me deal with this. What's going on? What am I supposed to learn? Things aren't happening to you. They're happening for you. If something hurts, something feels uncomfortable, that means you need to check it. Check it out. Don't run from it. Don't suppress it. Don't put it to the side. Don't avoid it. Check it. Why I feel like this? What's going on? And that's what I started doing for myself. Sierra, Sierra, what you got going on? Sis, like, I'm trying to figure this out. Figure it out. Only you can figure it out. So, I feel God telling me, I can't take you to the next level until you let go of the old you. Until you let go of all those habits, all that pain that you are making excuses for yourself, all those excuses. So you let go of all those limiting beliefs, all those thoughts, all that negative self-talk. Until you let that go, I can't take you to the next level. So now I'm like, all right, it's time. It's time to let it go. So I thank y'all for watching. I'm going to try to go live more often. But that's pretty much it. Y'all have an amazing, amazing, amazing day. Love yourself. Be bold. And always be you. I love y'all.